Hi, good morning everyone. It's Felicia. I'm here in Florida, and as you can see, it's a beautiful early morning here at the beach. I'm out here getting ready for a photo shoot for an upcoming article in our local publication, Natural Awakenings. So this week is the week coming into the Yoga of Action presentation that's this Saturday at the Scarrett Bennett Center in Nashville. So if you're watching this and you're in that area, go ahead and get signed up. I would love to know that you're coming, and I look forward to meeting you all. So we've been talking about the principles of a spiritual warrior. So these principles are, right, faith, courage, compassion, and this week is equanimity. So what is equanimity? Right? Equanimity is one of my favorite teachings, and it is this place of evenness. It's our ability to be with what is without trying to change it and really meet it very, very openly and very, very wisely. So equanimity in Buddhism is described as that place where we can keep our center. It is the middle path. I look at equanimity in a really funny story that I heard years ago from a friend and student of mine. And she was describing equanimity that her teacher had shared with her, and I love this because I have cats, and said equanimity is like when the cat is sitting there, and I'm going to post a video, a really funny video I found, but the cat is sitting there, and here comes charging this dog, just like rah, 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 trying to get him out of the way and disrupt him. And there's the thing about cats, that they kind of have this sort of like kind of attitude, and in this, equanimity is the cat doesn't move. It just looks at the dog like, what are you doing and why are you raising such a fuss? And then the dog like runs up to the cat, and the cat just meets it eye to eye. So equanimity in the path of the warrior is the ability to just stand your ground, like to not get thrown by somebody come barking at you or some event that is ruckusing in your environment, and be able to just kind of look at it and see it and say, well, what's the big deal here? Really, I have such a affirmation about who I am and what I believe and where I'm going in my life that I'm not going to back down, and I'm also not going to charge at you. So in this analogy, the cat doesn't like go crazy at the dog. He just looks at him like, okay, what you got for me? In our relationships, there's a way of equanimity, and it's like, don't get into the tug of war. So a lot of times things are trying to bait us, and they're trying to get us in out of our spot, out of our power, and get us to move in a certain direction. So somebody wants something from us and they pull at us, and we start pulling back, and before we know it, we're just in conflict. And I don't know if this really changes anything. I really don't think it does. Wayne Dyer says conflict cannot survive without your participation. So equanimity would be the power to not get caught up in the conflict. Just know where you stand. Have faith in where you stand. Be courageous enough to stand there. Have compassion for the person who is raising that ruckus, to understand that they have a viewpoint and they have some points to make. But in that, our equanimity says, I'm standing here in the middle. I'm not going to be pushed around. I'm not going to pull around on you. And I'm just going to stand in what I know. And that's a really powerful virtue. So I'd offer this week that even if you're not attending, how do you find some equanimity in what you believe? And I really think that the answer to that is know what you believe, stand firm in it, be courageous enough to hold firm to that place. Again, compassion enough to understand that others may not agree with you. And then the equanimity that says, this is how I am, this is where I stand, and that's all there is, right? That's all there is for me. Equanimity, the evenness of mind, the center within us, the middle way. So I hope to see and meet some of my new friends this week coming into Nashville, and the ones here in Florida. I love you and I adore you, and I pray that this week for you, that even as we come into a full moon, let go of those places where you're having a lot of struggle and find some equanimity within yourself, find some balance within yourself, find that center within yourself, and move from it in everything you do, and that allows you to be the most amazing you in everything you do. So have the space of equanimity this week, the space of balance this week, and I will talk to you soon. Namaste.